Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters, a beauty economy. A beauty economy. Now, you know what? When I'm talking about a beauty economy, what I'm talking about, I ain't talking about the beauty industry. Even though that does play a part. Let's just be real. That plays a part. That's a big industry. In fact, if y'all have noticed, whenever they talk recession, in fact, I can't think of any time I've heard of any of these beauty companies complaining. Or they didn't say, oh, yeah, people ain't buying their makeup or stuff like that anymore. That's actually that's a solid thing because it's connected to sex. Let's just be real. Women get beautiful for sex. Men are getting into it There's more products for men for sex. But no, I'm not even talking about it in those terms. I'm talking about it thinking in terms of how people are making money based off their looks. You know, especially the women off their beauty, and even the men, not to the same extent, but based off how they look. 2 words, social media. Because, and I'm going to tell you what made me even think about that, because, you know what, I got one of those minds. I could watch something and then connect it to something else, because my natural way of thinking is holistic. Seeing the big picture, it's like, okay, what does this happening over here have to do with this? I was just chill. I was watching something on Netflix. It was like a dating show from Brazil. And they actually got quite a few of those on Netflix. You know, they got these dating shows all over the world. Like that show, Too Hot to Handle, that was all beautiful people. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, people being like, let's use the word impossibly beautiful, that's becoming a money thing. Especially in a time now, I did something yesterday talking about, all these jobs out here. But let's be real now. Somebody could now create a job or a business off of their own beauty, off their own looks. OnlyFans, anyone? And there's other stuff. I mean, we already know how it's done in the sex industry, but think about something. Like there's a woman I follow on Instagram. There's a woman I follow on Instagram. I'll call her name. She ain't gonna mind. She probably like the advertising. Pretty Persian. Very pretty, nice body and stuff. And I was thinking about it. It's like, man, she make a lot of money. She'll talk about a few other things, but really it's based on her beauty. And the beauty of it is, she never shows any like risque. She don't be having like thongs on her, but she's always clothed. And really just smiles at the camera. And I'm thinking, now I'm not sure what she could do, but they got some stuff. You get some paid sponsorships, wear somebody's clothing. You can make a lot of money on Instagram, And in fact, it might come a point where they try to figure out a way to put ads on some of these reels or something. Trust me, if somebody thinking money, they're thinking, hey, why don't we do this? Hey, seriously. But what's it based on? Beauty. You get a lot of people, they're getting business off of their looks because that's basically what Instagram is. It's a big old lookbook. And when you look at the popular people, yeah, you got plenty of people talking like serious business, all this stuff. But you look at the people with the million in subs, like especially the women, it's just basically their looks. And then a lot of them, they'll get something like an OnlyFans. They might get some sponsorship somewhere, hey, wear this particular clothing item. I mean, it's so much. And it's like, it's not as prevalent for men, but a lot of guys, if they got that muscular build or something like that, and they're getting a lot of attention, money. And that, like I said, especially on social media, because what's happening is the thing everybody wants is media. Not just social media, but if you notice, like also another groups that's not complaining about anything financial, all these apps, all these entertainment apps. Like I have a smart TV and I go to like the app section, the app part of it and stuff. And I'm like, man, they got movies based off of everything, And it's so much you can make just off of your looks. Again, that's what I mean by beauty economy. Not so much trying to make you beautiful, but if you have the look. And it's like if anybody who develops their looks can always make money now. It's kind of incredible when you think about it because, it's always been something like that in the entertainment field, like in acting and movies. Because there was a time, when they did movies, it was just the best actors. If you look at some of those old movies, you go back to the 40s and 50s, they just had the better actors. All of a sudden, some people say, hey, let's put a beautiful person in there. They had actually started that as far back as the 30s for movies, but it started becoming real prominent like in the 60s, 70s. That's why you get some of these movies with these beautiful people in them. You know, handsome men, beautiful women. And they can't act for shit. But, you know, and the ones who can actually act, they call them character actors. But, you know, it's getting to the point that somebody can make money just off their looks. If you think, sit back and think about that for a second. They even acting something. I mean, seriously, they don't even need an agent, anything. They just need a good smartphone. A good smartphone and something to upload with. And there's so much they can do. I mean, there's some guys, like I say, even some men who got OnlyFans, or, you know, they might be more muscular and stuff, and they'll say, hey, you know what, you can see these pictures of me. They don't even have to be sexual pictures, but you just pay like a certain amount every month. And I'm like, wow, if you think about it. And what's the product? The product you selling is just your looks, your beauty, your handsomeness, whatever. And then, you know, of course, you got some people make the money secondarily. They can have the platforms. Some other people can say, hey, you so popular and stuff. Hey, I'll pay you money to wear this clothes. Like even the modeling industry, really, because that's another beauty industry. But you get some people, they don't have to go through all of that. If they got the looks, like like on Instagram again, if they got the looks to get a big following, like I said, they don't have to do all that other stuff. All they have to do is call up, or somebody hit them up and say, hey, just wear this. Because I get stuff like this all the time, and I'm an old guy. So imagine when I was like 26, not 56, but 26. And I thought about that. I said, damn, when I talk body game and stuff, but when I was really in shape, like had that fitness model build back in the early 90s, I was like, man, I'd be a millionaire now if we had Instagram back then. So, you know, it's fascinating to me because I pay attention to that. And I had talked last week about, you know, building an industry. I mean, I'm like, trust me, I'm sitting back thinking about that. I'm like, really looking at that. Industry based just off looks. And it's happening. It's already happening. It's already happening. So anyway, though, y'all know the deal, especially if you look good. Let's go make that money.